Chili Butts, we back. Let's get it.
Detroit rappers 42 Dugg and Sada Baby's feud has led to countless deaths.
I never knew Sada Baby and 42
caught
Dugg
the crossfire. Their deadly beef takes the cutthroat nature of the rap game to a whole new level. The ongoing conflict between the rappers' respective gangs has lasted over 15 years.
Beefing for
shooting
15
outside
years.
of the parole office, sparking an all-out battle. Members of 42 Dugg's gang were silenced before they could testify against their rivals in court, leading to
they lost their life
violence.
before they can even
It's a tragic
go to
tale
court.
of gang warfare that spilled over into the music industry with devastating consequences. Growing up on the east side of Detroit's notorious 6 Mile area, 42 Dugg is all too familiar with the gang lifestyle. His involvement with street gangs has landed him in trouble with the law ever since a young age.
Prison. When I was in jail, I did 6 years. I had 4.5 years for carjacking. Ended up doing 6 for.
While rumors with his gang affiliation have swirled, he's known to have connections to the 6 Mile 42 Hustle Boys, a subset of the Crips. At a young age of only 15, Dugg was already entrenched in street life. Eventually, he got caught and sentenced to 4 years in prison for carjacking and felony firearms possessions. That was back in 2010. Unfortunately, trouble didn't stop there for 42 Dugg. An altercation with an inmate during his prison stint added another 2 years to his sentence, turning his 4-year bid into a 6-year ordeal. However, this setback ultimately had a positive effect on his life.
I'm not going with you.
Yeah, I don't know how a motherfucker go to jail. Oh, he started rapping while he was in jail. Watch.
He took the time behind bars to write rap lyrics, and upon his release, he was determined to make a name for himself in the music industry. His early track, Mama I'm Sorry, was a source of inspiration that kept him going.
Grace with Lil Baby, that's banger too. Hey, drop some 42 Dugg bangers in the comments.
His hard work paid off when he met Lil Baby over a dice game and was subsequently introduced to Yo Gotti, who signed him to both 4PF and CMG record labels. Tracks You The One and We Paid made quite some noise, as both Baby and Gotti are well-established rappers. 42 Dugg wasn't the only Detroit native out there who was making a name for himself in the rap game. At the same time that Dugg was writing bars, we had Sada Baby, who came to the scene with a lot of potential of his own. Sada grew up in the 7 Mile east side of Detroit, unlike 42 Dugg. However, he didn't join the gang until he was 22 years old. It didn't occur that often. Most rappers develop their gang affiliations sooner rather than later.
You know what I'm saying? We plug each other with plays. We treat each other's street problems as each other's own. You feel me?
Regardless, due to his street affiliations, he was persuaded to join and represent the Bloods. He also has connections to the Crips through his Crip cousin Ice Vezo. Sada linked up with some dope artists too. However, he chose a different type of artist to link up with, compared with 42 Dugg. He's done tracks with real street dudes like King Von and Fredo Bang. Preston was the one that Sada made with Von, and the Fredo Bang collab track went by the name of Big Step. All big tracks to this very day. In Detroit's music scene, both 42 Dugg and Sada Baby are recognized as artists who will continue their city's musical legacy. However, the cause of their feud and the one aspect that links their fate in this conflict is their place of origin. For years, there's been a gang rivalry between the 6 Mile East Side Hustle Boys and the 7 Mile East Side Bloods, which automatically put them on opposing sides. But it wasn't until T Grizzly came up with Dugg and Sada that problems started emerging. T's another rapper from Detroit, ignited the conflict between them. T got involved in the hood politics despite being a part of the streets himself. Many believe that he should have known better and that this was a big mistake. However, it's also believed that T was in it for the moolah and didn't really care about the drama that would follow. Ultimately, his interest was building his brand and providing for those who were close to him. That's no different from what other hustlers like Young Dolph did. It's a matter of creating something out of nothing nobody can judge him. Grizzly collaborated with 42 Twins on a song called Secrecy. And after that, Grizzly signed Sada Baby to his record label, which sparked conflict between Sada and the 42 gang due to affiliating with
both sides was getting money. That's all that shit matters.
I'm just keep it 100, dog. When you with it, bro, it don't matter what level you on. None of that. This not about no rap or no fame, bro. This be real, bro. I got then died, prison,
This
led to a heated exchange between 42 Twins and Grizzly.
Let's cut a whole nother nerve.
The situation escalated to the point where death threats were being exchanged between the two, laying the groundwork for the conflict to spill over into the careers of Sada Baby and 42 Doug.
Also, shots fired into an SUV, killing the manager and family member of a popular Detroit rapper.
Partnership between T Grizzly and Sada Baby dissolved after Sada's aunt, who was their mutual manager, became involved in the ongoing street feud with one of Sada's opponents, resulting in her becoming a victim. However, T continued to maneuver the feud by maintaining his connection with the 42 Doug, even released a track called MWBL. From Sada's point of view, this was pure treachery, and even after being dropped from Grizzly's label, the feud with 42 continued on. This became evident after a party in Detroit where 42 Doug and his gang performed a diss track on stage while Sada was present to perform as well. The whole thing did not go by unnoticed. The whole 42 performing this on stage at T Grizzly birthday bash is a moment in Detroit history. Many believe that the tensions would escalate into violence, but fortunately things did not erupt into physical altercations. However, this incident added more fuel to the already burning fire when rumors surfaced that 42 Doug was involved in the robbery that led to Sada Baby losing his chain.
I didn't even know he got robbed.
Along with his own gun. Sada further exposed
the one I had to do with
Instagram that he does not associate with Cleveland rapper Doughboy. Doughboy is a rapper from Cleveland, Ohio, who kicked things off in rap as early as 2012 with his mixtape Boys in the Hood. Later, he made a name for himself and signed to Future's record label Freebandits. Even though Doughboy doesn't represent the same block or city, he became entangled himself in the beef between Doug and Sada and became a target on Sada's scope. Doughboy responded to confronting Sada Baby in a video, urging him to reveal the truth about the robbery incident.
When we linked up, when I saw you that day, what happened? Why you don't like me?
Baby.
What happened? Tell the people why you don't like me. I've been quiet this whole time. It's been so long. I ain't said.
Sada, on the other hand, continued to take jabs at both 42 Doug and Doughboy, alleging that their claims were also fabricated for attention. However, Doughboy eventually disclosed what actually happened in the streets. If you let fans provoke you to keep speaking on you should have been left alone, then you were goofy. After Doughboy publicly acknowledged Sada Baby being robbed, 42 Doug wasted no time and responded and laughing at the alleged truth being exposed. Sada, on the other hand, remained consistent in sticking with his own story. He claimed it was all clout chasing. Despite the loss of T Grizzly's aunt, tension between the two rappers only escalated due to their pride and ego, especially since they both represented Detroit.
I was cool at the fact that he had let me hear his album before it came out. So I didn't give if he was gonna cool.
Sada continued to disrespect Doug, even hinting at him being a poor performer in an interview after the release of Big Sean's Friday Night Cypher.
Everybody's a poor performer. Brody's energy on the stage is literally outside of the fucking universe.
It seems like the beef between Sada Baby and 42 Doug is still ongoing, with both sides taking shots at each other in interviews and on social media. Despite the alleged robbery and the truth coming out, Sada still denies any involvement and continues to disrespect 42 Doug. With T Grizzly caught in the middle and already having suffered a loss with his aunt's passing, one might hope that the situation could be resolved peacefully, but egos and pride may make that difficult. Doug's recent experiences have not been very positive, with his street life catching up to him, while Sada, who did not grow up in that environment, manages to stay out of trouble. In May 2020, Doug was arrested on a gun charge that's still pending, and that he's since been released on bail.
Wall Street around 4 p.m. local time and discovered a man grazed by bullets. He was assessed at the scene by Grady EMS, while 2 other men who were shot.
However, this is just the beginning of his problems. Recently, we saw shooting a music video with Roddy Ricch, some goons fired shots at him. Although some people speculate that Sada may have been involved in the incident, many believe that he is not that much of a gang member and that the situation may have been related to something else entirely. It is difficult to determine who is involved in the ongoing beef and who is not. However, what is clear is that the situation is putting people's lives in danger.
Some people
animosity between the two is only increasing with each new incident. It is important to hope that both parties remain safe, as losing either one would be a significant loss to the city of Detroit. Some T Grizzly fans thought he did not deserve all the trauma that was caused, not only to him, but his family too. T didn't deserve what happened to his family. JB didn't deserve that. He was out here trying to help everyone, but he got hella loyal fans who still think he is keeping it real to this very day. T Grizzly was always on some real shit, still is 100.
I don't know, man. What y'all think? Y'all think T Grizzly should have stayed out of it? Shouldn't have signed either one of them? Shouldn't have put no money in either one of they sides of towns, the side of that little mile away distance. No money in their pockets to take care of their families, take care of their mom, granny, and then this ripple effect goes down to the children and so on and so forth, and it reaches out to their friends and their families and so on and so forth. You see how ripple effect affects everybody? You don't know what a ripple effect is, man. Go look it up, man. I'm telling you, man. Sometimes your little small decision that you think ain't going to affect nothing or nobody has a huge impact. But, hey, I ain't got no money over here, so y'all listening to me, man. DtaeNoDinero, man. So, hey, it's me. Peace. Bye. Silly butt. I don't know. I'm out, man. I'm about to go to Detroit. I'm going to Detroit.